CIO News. I am Khushbu Soni, your host for the broadcast and chief editor at CIO News. This is our exclusive interview series on the topic of Voice of CIO, which is a Middle East edition. And I have today as my guest Mr. Jayaraj Perumalsamy. He's the Group Head of Information Technology and Digital Transformation at Barakat Group of Companies, UAE. Jayaraj needs no introduction, but I'm going to take a few minutes to do that. He's an exceptional IT leader, renowned for his visionary approach towards driving digital transformation and implementing cutting edge technologies with a remarkable track record spanning diverse industries such as telecom, construction, retail, facility management, manufacturing, FMCG, CPG, e-commerce, wholesale, financial services, and many more. Jayaraj has consistently aligned business objectives with technology solutions, which I believe is the need of the hour because it's very, very essential that technology and business go hand in hand, and that's when the digital transformation really takes place, right? So he's done tremendous and extraordinary work in his journey. And today, I would like to welcome Jayaraj to share his journey on the digital transformation. What are the success factors? And we would love to understand from your perspective. So, thank you so much for taking out time and joining us today on our interview.
Thanks, Khushbu. Very much privileged to be here today. It's a very good introduction as well.
Absolutely my pleasure. So thank you so much. So to begin with, I wanted to put across first question in terms of understanding when we talk about digital transformation, right? Every industry has a different journey. Every organization has a very different journey of digital transformation. So, wanted to understand what are the latest trends that you've seen of digital transformation in the food and beverages industry specifically?
It's very good question to start, Khushbu. Digital transformation is a buzzword. Nowadays, everybody is using it. It's not specific to any industry. Ideally, it's a common buzzword for all the industry, especially food and beverages industry, which is facing a lot of challenges due to the pandemic situation and more increasing customer demand and the competition, the things going on. Actually, it is very much important for these companies actually to concentrate on digital transformation journey.
Right.
I can give you some trends which is actually transforming the food and beverages industry, not only in UAE, all across the world. The first and foremost thing is actually the cloud. So nowadays, actually, there is, I can say literally, there is no company they're operating in local servers, things like that. That is mainly because now there is an increasing demand of people need to work from anywhere. So there are more and more globalization happening. We are actually attracting talents all across the world. Especially pandemic, actually, it is fueled this work from home, work from anywhere, this kind of trends. So it is a wise idea for the companies to look for the scalability and also to allow the flexibility for the people. They can connect and work from anywhere. That is actually the cloud. So it is ideally a game changer. It is allowing to scale our infrastructure rapidly with added security, and it is allowing collaboration, things like that. Also, there is a much important when we are building the infrastructure, we also need to think about the disasters and how soon we can recover from there. The cloud is the best solution for it. Especially for food and beverage industry, more and more customers, they are now focusing on sustainability. In UAE, this is the year of sustainability. The government is celebrating it. And there are a lot of initiatives from the government side also, and as local owned company, Emirati owned company. And we are closely working with many government agencies, local farmers, and things like that. We are a 40-year-old company, which is born, grown, and supported to the people as well as the government. across all the many sustainability programs. So we are taking sustainability as our top priority and exploring green energies like efficient manufacturing process using IoT sensors, things like that. And we introduced eco-friendly packaging, intelligent waste management, things like that. And most importantly, I can figure out a new, I mean, the initiative that we recently came across is actually monitoring carbon footprint, I mean, saving across our supply chain process. We are procuring food and beverages items all across the world in all the possible variants, country of origins, things like that. So where we are working with local farmers to transform certain items actually to get it from local market itself. So we are supporting the local farmer and also making the UAE more sustainable on the food safety, as well as we are making sure our customers are getting fresh and locally grown products within 24 hours from farm to table. And another important digital transformation trend I can refer is robotic process automation (RPA), which is adding significant. It's I can say it's a game changer. It is adding significant advantage to the business to automate the manual time-consuming task, and we are making our workforce focused on productive activities instead of a thing that machine can do. And artificial intelligence and machine learning also widely used digital transformation trend, and we are following very closely. Starting from our order taking and with the manufacturing process and forecasting supply and demand, including weather forecast, any supply chain problems, global issues, things like that. Everything is actually can be. We are using artificial intelligence and machine learning to predict and take actions against. To safeguard our supplies are always up to the mark. I referred already the Internet of Things, that is IoT. We are using smart sensors, all our plant connected with smart sensors, and we are tracking energy consumption very efficiently with the smart sensors. And also, as a food and beverages industry, we are into CPG, consumer packed goods, where we do have fresh juices and frozen, I mean, fresh products, things like that, ready to eat items. So, where the key thing is actually we need to keep the temperature and humidity is intact from farm to table. So these sensors is helping us to track is there any temperature or humidity issues across the food supply chain. And more demand coming from the customers is personalization. So we are focusing on the customer demands on the personalization, like the customer behavior, especially if we take it B2C, business to consumer, e-commerce sector, where everybody actually in hurry. Actually, people are not having time to go navigate to the relevant pages, search some product, then order. So it's all it's a fast, world, and the people wanted everything quickly. So these personalization things like that with the technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, it is helping us to understand the customer behavior and act according to the customer what he wants to more quickly. And the pandemic is given a lesson that we need to be more rapid, faster in terms of taking order as well as delivery. Especially, we need to think on the contactless delivery. As an innovative company, we are following. We tried many contactless deliveries like drones, QR code ordering, mobile ordering, things like that. Not only the traditional phone-based system. So we are using digital transformation technologies to improve our day-to-day business.
Excellent. I think very well covered in terms of the trends, and also I think thank you for actually sharing some of the use cases that you're currently have seen in your organization and you've implemented for the company. So you also highlighted some of those use cases. If you can maybe, while you already covered this, but I'm just trying to still bring it up so that our viewers can get, if they were to know, why is it really critical to have digital transformation for the success in the food and beverage industry? Like, even if you were to just highlight that these are the critical reasons for the success of digital transformation.
Okay, digital transformation is journey is actually the success factor for any company, including food and beverages. Let's take a simple example. A few years back, when you want to order your favorite food, so what we were doing, we were actually going to Yellow Pages or any other media to search the restaurant numbers, and we are ordering. And also, it is actually limited to certain area, even the delivery things like that. Almost there is no delivery earlier, and this delivery started in the recent age. Most of the time, actually, we call the restaurants to check is there any table available so that we can come in and we can start having our food. So we will go there hoping there is a table available. There will be waiting queue. We'll be waiting for some time along with the family members. Most of the time, the restaurants are full, and we get a table and then actually we order. And nowadays, actually, it's everything is changed completely. It is just a fraction of seconds. So we take our mobile phone, we just go to an aggregator platform and simply we just order things
Right,
like that.
right,
Not only that, actually, now aggregator platform and the own solutions like companies like us. So we have actually invested a lot in developing such applications, which is actually customer friendly. So these applications from us, what is actually providing the customer, he can able to choose based on his preference, like nutrition, his diet uh, plan, things like that, or even based on ingredients. He want to have certain ingredients, uh, items only he wanted to consume. These things actually, it is our applications allowing more and more flexible, and it is giving more insight on the menu items. And also, it is helping us to develop such menu based on the digital transformation technologies like it is helping us to invent new products as well based on the customer behavior and the ingredients what is available in the point in time. Say for example, we celebrate mango festival where we have a lot of mangoes.
yeah,
So those times actually we can build more recipes based on mango, things like that. So
correct.
these are all actually a very good thing. Why it is critical for the success? There are many factors. You can take it like customer centricity. It's all about customer, right?
Yeah,
If customer is happy, then we grow our business. Making actually all the way possible to keep all our customers happy. Not only happy, we are actually providing fresh and healthy food. You hear that term actually. An apple a day keep doctor away, right? And our customers actually can feel the difference when actually having our products because it is not having any preservatives, no sugar.
right,
There is no any external item. It is just made of only fresh ingredients.
right,
So the more I myself seen actually in as an individual after joining here. So one of the juice called orange, it's made of orange juice is actually a signature juice in our variant. Earlier, I used to get in a way there is seasons will keep changing, so people used to get cold, fever, things like that
yeah,
frequently.
yeah,
And also kids, they were to go to school, they easily catch the infection, and everybody will be sick most of the time.
yeah,
But once after joining, it's been a year and more, and started consuming orange juices. So we know actually how it is made because of we see day to day how it is been prepared, and the environment, how it is safe, and how neatly maintained with all the regulations, sensors, things like that. It is much cleaner and fresher than it is made from home. And after starting these things, nowadays actually not at all getting any cold or fever, or not even going to hospital. So there is a big saving in the medical fees.
Yeah.
So this is actually all our customers also will experience, and it's a known brand in UAE, and everyone know Barakat means fresh and healthy. Not only that, actually, so we also need to improve our operations. We don't have liberty to get an order today and send the order to the factory tomorrow and process day after tomorrow and send after 2 days to the customers. We don't have that liberty at all. All our products, majority, it is only 3 days shelf life. As soon as we get order, actually all about time, how fast we can forward this order, how fast we can source the material, how fast we can produce, how fast we can do the quality checks, and how fast we can distribute, how fast it can go to the customers. It's all about speed. So we need to improve the operation efficiency wherever possible. So this digital transformation is the right tool that we can actually improve the operational efficiency. It is start from not even after getting order, even actually it will help us to predict the demand. So by when actually what is required, so that we can source the relevant items, as we need to source the raw materials across the world. So every part, there are supply chain issues, there are delays, there are quality issues. Most of the things, if you can see that in our office, there are a lot of containers are coming and going, because if we are our quality process is very, very strict and stringent to cater customer demands. So we uh, ensure that actually the raw materials what is sourced, it is actually as per the quality control process. Not only the taste, size, variant, its commodity, where it is being sourced, how it is grown. There are a lot of things being considered. So operational efficiency is the one we need to concentrate more. And not only the existing product, if you want to be a market leader, you need to be innovative. So every day, actually, customer requirements is changing. So we need to keep ordering. I mean, keep innovating new things. Actually, if you see the new product development cycle in Barakat, it's a very short. We quickly invent a new product by following all the uh, quality, regulatory things like that. But we use technology actually to speed up the process, to get into new variants on the seasonal things like that. And more, food and beverages industry actually meant for prone for a lot of wastages. So reducing this food wastage, it is actually the most important thing. For that, we need to have the complete visibility on the supply chain.
Correct. Great pointers. And if we were to, actually talk about, so we understand the importance. Why is it critical? From a success perspective. If you were to highlight some of the benefits, like that the food and beverages industries can really see out of the whole digital transformation adaptation.
There are a lot of benefits that food and beverages industry can go through when we have digital transformation in place.
Right.
Especially things like if you want to enhance the efficiency, because the food manufacturing process, it is not straightforward and simple. It is actually involves a lot of complex operations. We need to source ingredients. Just think about our home kitchen. If you are making a small recipe, I just take a small example of making a tea with milk. It is very difficult to maintain the same taste, the same aroma, the same
Yeah.
flavor on daily. So every day actually it will vary. Actually, the same that also when we are using the same ingredients, we will not be changing the brands of the tea, or leaves, or the sugar, or the water, things like that. It is very less ingredients actually when making a tea, with readily available and not changing ingredients. Even that we face difficulties maintaining the same taste on every
Yeah.
day, right? Just consider about a food and beverages company. They are making hundreds, thousands of I mean, using hundreds and thousands of ingredients on daily basis.
Yeah.
That also sourced across the world. It is not preservative, and it is not actually added any flavors, and it should not be having any sugar content in it. It will be how difficult it is to maintain the consistency. If you take our products, actually, you will see the color, you can see the taste, and you can feel its aroma, and it is texture. Everything actually, it is consistent all over the year. Though we do have sourced the raw materials from different countries. Sometimes the material coming from one country, and another season it is coming from other country, right? But still, actually, we maintain the same quality and experience to the customers. So these things are actually, it's a very, very complex process.
Right.
Not only making, even actually, if we just take it, the distribution. So it need to be, raw materials need to be sourced across all over the world in various forms. It can come in air, it can come in sea route, it can come in land route, and it may be locally sourced, or it may be sourced from nearby countries. It can come in various raw materials being produced in organic way. There are materials coming from inorganic way, and
Right.
there are material produced from innovative farming like hydroponics, things like that. So all these things are entirely different. So, and if you take about distribution, it need to be, I mean, transferred from these various form of transport to our warehouses, and then it need to be transported to the manufacturing plants. It need to be manufactured. It need to be quality tested, and it need to be packed and distributed to various locations. And we also distribute through our partners. For various distribution partners, things like that. And we also maintain short deliveries, like 90 minutes, 60 minutes kind of short delivery cycles as soon
Okay.
as the customer has placed orders.
Got it.
So
Right.
these things actually, it is becoming more and more complicated process, and
Yeah.
using digital transformation is must to making things happen.
Correct.
And also, we are not able to tolerate, will not be able to tolerate any downtime. Say, for example, we do have all the measures of having business continuity plans, things like that, when
Right.
something is happening. So make sure all these technologies and the processes is making sure it is efficient.
Right.
And not only that, the quality control process is most important, because it is not only maintaining hygiene, we also need to comply to the regulatory and also the
Correct.
brand value.
Correct.
If one product is faulty, then it will directly impact the brand.
Correct.
Then it is a faulty. So we will not be able to tolerate any kind of complaint. So the quality control process is very, very strong, and we are using technologies like, as I said, temperature
Yeah.
sensors, humidity sensors. These kind of things actually making sure these foods are kept in the relevant temperature. Not only that, all our vehicles, distribution vehicles, we do have a fleet management, route optimization and temperature, humidity maintenance platform. So our quality control team, they will be able to track any of this vehicle actually from ideally from farm to table. They will be able to track on what temperature all these uh, things are being transported.
Right.
Even there is a door open in the distribution vehicle also, there is a signal which will be automatically coming in the dashboard, then they can see it is being open for so long, and whether the chiller is on or not, or is it on in the relevant time, or all those things actually, it's a digital transformation technology which is helping our quality control and fleet operation and operation teams
Correct.
to maintain the quality and sustainability.
Awesome.
And supply chain optimization is another important thing. It is connected to that, where we need to make our distribution things like that. We need to get relevant insights. Say, for example, if we are not forecasting what is required when, and we are planning to actually going and sourcing after we getting an order, it is literally is not possible.
Correct.
Even getting uh, in India, we faced many shortages, right? Like tomato,
Yeah.
sometimes the cost will be too high, sometimes the cost will be less, the quality will not be there.
Yeah.
Uh, in India is an agriculture country, right? So we produce a lot of things in the own country itself, like tomatoes, onion, but still we face a lot of shortages. So think about the country like UAE. So where actually we source most of the items from various all over the world, ideally. So it is a kind. UAE is a very good place where uh, people from various countries, they won't feel actually they are outside their country. They feel they are in their city, not even country. They feel they are
Right.
in, because we get everything. Even if you take say Apple, you get Apple from all the regions, all possible countries actually. Maybe South Africa, it is USA, it is New Zealand, Netherlands, wherever it is, you will be able to get. You can see that in supermarkets also. It is
Yeah.
coming from which country and in various rates. This is actually for the common people, but think about a company which is operating in this space with
Yeah.
the prominent customers like hospitality sectors, that we need to supply consistently all over the year on these materials, and we also supply to palaces, things like that, all cafe and fine dining restaurants, flight catering companies, things like that. Supply chain optimization is very, very important, and we need to forecast and make arrangements of all these shipments. One simple example, actually, if you want to order one container of shipment from anywhere in the part of the world, it takes time.
Right.
Uh, After getting order, you don't have any liberty to go check order and get
Yeah.
transport, all these things. So we have to use the technologies to have demand planning, so that we make sure our supplies are always available.
Correct.
And food safety is a very, very important topic of food and beverage industry. So we should be able to have a mechanism of traceability from farm to table. So where it is grown and what situation it was. Is it organic? It is unorganic, or what are all things being used? How it is transported, and how it is manufactured, how it is delivered, and everything need to be traceable. So we
Right.
use traceability chain for these things, and some things like that we already discussed about. We need to think about more personalization for the customer
Yes.
to make their journey easy. So as soon as customer want to order something in our platform, it should be quick, and it should be very easy for them to place the
Correct.
order. So we are actually into artificial intelligence and machine learning to analyze the customer behavior, trends like that,
Right.
to make this happen. And e-commerce is the basic for any food and beverages industry, and we need to think about digital marketing. There is no more print marketing is there. Everything is digital.
Everything. True.
But still, there are print media, but comparatively, digital is booming a lot.
Yes.
And more and more, we especially government people and the I mean, all our customers are more keen on sustainability.
Right.
So how we can reduce the carbon footprint by sourcing local products, supporting local farmers, and how we can self-sustain and keep our food safety. This pandemic given a lot of lessons that we cannot depend on always. So we should have be self-sufficient, sustainable, especially in the food and beverages world. And there are some other things like the innovative product development, cyber security, things like that.
So very well articulated. I think you've covered every aspect of the importance and the benefits of the digital transformation. Right today, it does happen that organizations. I interact with a lot of CIOs and CISOs, and I also heard that because of security concerns, they don't do digital transformation. I mean, but today we all know that if you need to be ahead in the market, or at least be, like you mentioned, sustainability, to be in the industry, to be in the market, you have to do digital transformation. I think there is no, it's given. It is very important that our organizations begin their journey on digital transformation. Of course, it's a journey. We all say it will take time. You grow, and of course adoption within the organization, people, customers, processes, systems, all needs to be looked at, but it is very important to be in the business today. So, and you've covered very important points in terms of benefits across all departments, right? You mentioned some of the technologies like IoT, AI, ML, the digital technologies that can help transform the entire food and beverage industry. If you can maybe talk about some of the, how these digital technologies can transform the food and beverages manufacturing plants. Like one is, of course, the IoT, but if you were to throw some light around that of what and how digital technologies can transform.
I just start with the statement because of security. It is not actually because of security we should not do the digital transformation. It is other way around. To ensure security, we have to do digital transformation.
True.
It is in all aspects actually. It is not just implementing in any company. If you take it, not only food and beverages company, any company, even a mid-sized company, the bare minimum they need to invest a good ERP system.
Correct.
And they should a good HRM system to process the payroll, to maintain their employee base, things like that. And they should invest a good CRM system to make sure their customer journey is consistent across all the channels. Say, companies like us, we have omni-channel capability. So we do have digital experience, we do have physical experience, we do have many retail stores, kiosks, things like that. And we operate into many forms actually to deliver value to the customer. Say we are into food and beverages, consumer packed goods, and we are into manufacturing, we are into distribution, we are into retail, wholesale, and we are into e-commerce platform, we operate logistics. And we do have a large and wider cold chain operation in UAE, things like that. The digital transformation is actually the must thing to. And if specifically, if you want to see how it can support a manufacturing plant, digital transformation it start from connecting to IoT sensors. So where we do have a lot of machineries, these machineries need to be monitored means it is not physically, it need to be systematically monitored. And
Correct.
we need to maintain the temperatures across all process areas. We need to maintain the humidity. We need
Correct.
to check is there any water leakages. We need to
Correct.
check is there any equipment is failure.
Right.
Not only that, actually, this is actually basic for any manufacturing plant.
Absolutely.
But we go, as an innovative company, we go miles away from the basic things. We do use computer vision to track actually the people movement, things like that, whether actually they maintain the quality control processes, things like that. We can even detect anomalies in the process goods when packaging. If we see the quality complaints, then sometime we will be saying that there is some kind of say safety pin that is there in the cut fruits,
Yeah.
a common complaint, right? This can be easily avoided with the use of digital transformation with artificial intelligence and computer vision technology. It's very simple. We can actually, any manufacturing plant you see, they will be having CCTV surveillance. So we
Correct.
need to go an extra mile. This CCTV surveillance need to be monitored in artificial intelligence layer to identify the anomalies. So we can identify these kind of faults before it reaches to the, I mean, not even reaches to the customer, before even it is out from our manufacturing plant.
Right.
And there are many use cases actually we can take in the manufacturing process. So where it helps, the technologies what we can see, IoT
Yeah.
is a base thing to start, and we can go to artificial intelligence with the machine learning, computer vision, things like that. And also we can use robotic process automation, RPA
Right.
technology, where there are a lot of manual processes we can actually automate and we can make more efficient. The invoicing process,
Right.
the invoice dispatches,
Right.
the order taking process. There are so many things actually we can automate. As I said, we always go an extra mile. We even connecting, we are even connecting the customer systems to our systems with ADI way, where we get orders directly. I mean, both of our and customer systems are talking each other for
Okay.
placing orders, for getting invoices, for placing returns, for getting credit notes, for making payments, for getting the summary. The many things actually it is happening in an automated way.
Wonderful. I think today I really got to understand how the whole food and beverage industry literally works and how they have done the transformation, right? So thank you so much. I think it was very, very insightful, great pointers. So I have one question. If you can help me understand, like, how many manufacturing plants would Barakat Group of Companies would have?
We have many actually plants. I mean, major plants, if you see that, we have our fresh juices and cut fruits plant is a bigger plant. It's there in Jebel Ali area. And we do have, we call it as a phase one. And
Okay.
we do have another bigger plant that is there in DIC, Dubai
Right.
Industrial City, where we do have cut vegetables, processed foods like that. And
Okay.
we do have many products actually. People can will see only very less from outside, like
Yeah.
juices, cut fruits, because wherever you go, any bigger malls, you can see the fresh products are kept in a separate rack, ideally,
Right.
wherein you can say we can easily point out Barakat juices and cut fruits and salads, things like that, or kids' meal, or some ready-to-eat items, some ice
Yes.
creams, juice
Yes.
pops. These
Yes.
things actually you can easily see anywhere in UAE, but there are a lot more we do produce. Like we supply a lot of even if you take cut vegetables also, there are
Yeah.
lot of specifications. So each
Right.
and every customer they vary on their requirements and the size, texture, things like that, because all fine dining and the hospitality, palace kind of premium sectors, there are a lot of requirement even in cutting, yeah, vegetable.
Correct.
We do have many, and we do have many processed foods. And as I said, we are an innovative company. We keep launching new things like
Yes.
iced tea, gaff ranges, dairy-free items. There are a lot actually keep coming in from Barakat.
Wonderful. Good. I think it is definitely a big task to manage the whole, information technology line with the business objectives and manage the entire digital transformation journey for a group company like, Barakat. So excellent. Good to hear from you today, and thank you so much for taking out time, sharing with us the industry perspective. And your perspective towards the whole digital transformation effort. It was wonderful having this conversation with you. Thank you so much for joining on CIO News.